Hello students, how are you all? So today all of you welcome in this video. So today we are going to start new chapter, that is quadrilateral, chapter number 8. So in this chapter, first of all I will explain you about quadrilateral, and you also have studied this chapter in class 8. So what are quadrilateral? So quadrilateral is a closed curved polygon which consists of 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices. That means a quadrilateral is a closed curved polygon which have 4 sides, 4 angles and 4 vertices. For example, if I draw this diagram which is a quadrilateral, so it consists of 4 sides. So here 4 sides are AB, BC, CD and DA. Similarly here 4 angles. So 4 angles are angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. So 4 angles are angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Now 4 vertices. So what are vertices? Vertices means corners of this quadrilateral. So they are corners or vertices. So vertices will be A, B, C and D. So these are vertices of quadrilateral. Now types of quadrilateral. So what are the types of quadrilateral? Basically quadrilaterals are divided into 3 parts, that is parallelogram, trapezium and kites. So here parallelogram are further divided into 3 parts, that is rectangle. So all of you know about rectangle. In rectangle opposite sides are equal and all the angles of rectangle are equal to 90 degrees. Now next part is square. In square all the parts, all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal to 90 degrees. Now rhombus, third part is rhombus. So in rhombus diagonals intersect each other at 90 degrees and opposite sides are parallel. So parallelogram are of 3 types, that is rectangle, square and rhombus. Now come to trapezium. So its second part is trapezium. So here trapezium is further divided into 2 parts, that is isosceles trapezium and non-isosceles trapezium. So what are isosceles trapezium? When in a trapezium these 2 sides and these 2 angles are equal. So in a trapezium one pair of opposite side is parallel and non-parallel side. When the non-parallel side of trapezium are equal, then it is known as isosceles trapezium, and when the non-parallel side of trapezium are unequal, then it is known as non-isosceles trapezium. Now here kite. In kite these parts or these corresponding sides, or we can say these sides are equal. So here if this is a kite, in this these 2 sides are equal and these 2 sides are equal, they are adjacent sides. So we can say that these adjacent sides are equal in kite. So here these are the types of quadrilateral. Basically we have to know about the properties of rectangle, square and rhombus. So in this chapter there are some theorems in which we have to prove about the properties of parallelogram, properties of trapezium. So after this come to the theorem. So in theorem 8.1, a diagonal of a parallelogram divide it into 2 congruent triangles. So here we have to prove that a diagonal of parallelogram divides it into 2 congruent triangles. So here we have one parallelogram, that is ABCD. So we have to draw this parallelogram ABCD, and here AC is diagonal. So here given ABCD is a parallelogram in which AC is diagonal. So we have to prove here triangle ABC congruent to triangle CDA. So here triangle ABC is congruent to CDA, because we have to prove that this diagonal AC divide these 2 triangles into 2 congruent triangles, or divide this parallelogram into 2 congruent triangles. So we have to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. So proof, first of all we can take, so taking triangle ABC and triangle CDA. So in triangle ABC and triangle CDA, first of all angle BAC, see this angle BAC means this angle equal to angle DCA. this angle. So these two angles are alternate interior angle. In the chapter lines and angles, we have studied that these types of angle forms alternate interior angle. So we can say that angle BAC equal to angle DCA. These are alternate interior angles. Now after this, AC equal to CA. So in this triangle, AC equal to CA. AC equals to CA. These two sides will be common in these two triangles. So AC will be common. So we can write here common. Similarly, in these two triangles, angle BCA equal to DAC. So here angle BCA, this angle, it will be equal to angle DAC. So angle DAC. So these angles are also alternate interior angle. So angle BCA equal to DAC by alternate interior angle. So here when these corresponding angles are equal, here corresponding sides are equal, and here also corresponding angles are equal. So we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA by ASA criteria. So by ASA, these two triangles will be congruent, and we have to prove these two triangles as congruent. So we can say that a diagonal AC divide the two this parallelogram into two congruent triangle. So in the same way you have to do this theorem. So before this exercise you have to complete all these theorem, that is theorem 8.2. in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal, you have to prove this theorem also. Now after this theorem 8.3, if each pair of opposite side of a quadrilateral is equal, then it is a parallelogram. Means in a quadrilateral, when two opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. So all these are the properties of parallelogram. Similarly, in theorem 8.4, in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. So in a parallelogram opposite angles are also equal. Now theorem 8.5, if in a quadrilateral each pair of opposite angle is equal, then it is a parallelogram. Means in any quadrilateral each pair of opposite angles are equal, then we can say that it is a parallelogram. Now theorem 8.6, the diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other, and theorem 8.7, if the diagonal of quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. So here in your NCERT book you have given all these theorem up to 8.7. So you can try up to theorem 8.7, and these examples are also important. So you have to do all these solved examples. Now I am going to start your exercise 8.1, and theorem 8.8 is also there, that is a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of opposite side is equal and parallel. When a pair of opposite side is equal and parallel, then we can say that the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So in exercise 8.1, so in exercise 8.1, see question number 1. In question number 1 we have the angles of quadrilateral are in the ratio 3:5:9:13. Find the angles of the quadrilateral. So in this we have given all the angles of quadrilateral. So ratio is 3:5:9:13. So here in this quadrilateral we can take angle A equals to 3x, angle B equals to 5x, angle C equals to 9x, and angle D equals to 13x. So according to angle sum property of quadrilateral, the sum of angles of quadrilateral equal to 360. So here we can write angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 360 degree. So on place of angle A we can write 3x, on place of angle B we can write 5x, on place of C 9x, and on place of D 13x equal to 360. So 3x plus 5x plus 9x plus 13x, it will be 30x, that is equal to 360. Now finding value of x, 360 will divide it by 30, so it will be 12. So value of x is 12. Now we can put this value of x in these angles. So angle A equals to 3x, so angle A equals to 3x, that is 3 into 12, 36. Angle B equals to 5x, so 5 into 12, 60. Angle C equals to 9x, 9 into 12, 108, and angle D equals to 13x, 13 into 12, 156. So here we can say that these angles, angle A equals to 36, angle B equals to 60 degree, angle C equals to 108, angle D equals to 156. 6. Now for checking, we can check that the sum of angles of quadrilateral is 360. So when we will add all these angles, it will be 360. So sum of all these angles is 360. That means we can say that these are the angles of quadrilateral. Now in this exercise, you can do the question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the basis of your theorem. Okay, so you can try these questions. All these questions are on the basis of your theorem, and I will also send you PDF of all these questions. Now after this, we can see next, that is question number 9. So in question number 9, we have in parallelogram ABCD, 2 points P and Q are taken on diagonal. So here 2 points P and Q are taken on diagonal BD, and such that DP equals to BQ, and also here DP equals to BQ. These two sides we have given. Now here we have to prove these 5 things. So what are these 5 things? Triangle APD congruent to triangle CQB, AP equal to CQ, triangle AQB is congruent to triangle CPD, AQ equal to CP, and APCQ is a parallelogram. So first of all, we have to draw this diagram, that is ABCD. So this diagram is given. ABCD is a parallelogram. So given, we have to write this given, where ABCD is a parallelogram in which P and Q are 2 points on diagonal BD. So here we can see that P and Q are 2 points on diagonal BD, and also DP equal to BQ. So all this thing we have given. Now what to prove? Here we have to prove first triangle APD congruent to triangle CQB, then second AP equal to CQ, third triangle AQB congruent to triangle CPD, fourth AQ equal to CP, and fifth APCQ is a parallelogram. So these 5 things we have to prove. Now start from this first part. So in proof, see first part, we can take triangle APD and triangle CQB. So taking triangle APD and triangle CQB, see in diagram also. So here triangle APD, this is triangle APD, and triangle CQB. So first of all, we can see that AD equal to CB. See that AD equal to CB. So these are opposite sides of parallelogram, and in parallelogram opposite sides are equal. So we can say AD equal to CB. So these are opposite sides of parallelogram. Now after this, angle ADP equal to CBQ. So here ADP, this angle equals to angle CBQ. So these two angles, these angles are alternate interior angles. So angle ADP equals to angle CBQ, these are alternate interior angle, and DP equals to BQ. DP equals to BQ, this we have given. DP equals to BQ given. So therefore we can say that triangle APD is congruent to triangle CQB by SAS congruency. So these two triangles are congruent. It is the first part. Now if two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT other parts are equal. So we can say that AP equal to CQ by CPCT. So it was the second part, that is AP equal to CQ by CPCT. It means corresponding part of congruent triangle. When triangles are congruent, then corresponding parts are equal. Now after this, see its third part. In third part, we can take these triangle AQB and triangle CPD. So taking triangle AQB and triangle CPD. So here we can see that AB equal to CD. So see in triangle AQB. So in triangle AQB and triangle CPD. In these two triangle, first of all, AB equal to CD. So these are opposite sides of parallelogram. So we can say that opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. So AB equal to CD. Now after this, angle ABQ equal to CDP. So ABQ equal to CDP. So these angles are alternate interior angle. So we can write here alternate interior angle. Now after this, BQ equal to DP. See, BQ equal to DP. This we have given. BQ equals to DP. So we can say given. Now after this, we can say that triangle AQB is congruent to triangle CPD by SAS. So side angle side triangles will be congruent. Now after this, fourth part, AQ equal to CP by CPCT. So corresponding parts of congruent triangle will be equal, so AP will be equal to CP. We can say this is equation number 1, and here AP equal to CQ, this is equation number 2. See, equation number 1 and 2 will be in this quadrilateral APCQ. So when in this quadrilateral APCQ, here is AP equal to CQ, so AP equal to CQ, and here AQ equal to CP, AQ equal to CP. So we have studied one theorem, when in a quadrilateral opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. So here we can say that from equation number 1 and 2, opposite sides of quadrilateral APCQ are equal. Therefore we can say the fifth part, APCQ is a parallelogram. So when in a quadrilateral two opposite sides are equal, then we can say that quadrilateral will be parallelogram. So in this way we can prove all these 5 parts. So this question is very important, so you have to do this question. Now after this, see next question. So in question number 10, we have ABCD is a parallelogram and AP and CQ are perpendicular from vertices A and C on diagonal BD, and we have to show triangle APB congruent to triangle CQD and AP equal to CQ. So here we have a parallelogram, that is ABCD. So in this we have given ABCD is a parallelogram in which AP perpendicular to DQ. AP perpendicular to DQ means that here this angle 90 degree, and also CQ perpendicular to BD. So here this angle is also 90 degree. So here we have to prove first triangle APB congruent to triangle CQD, and in second we have to prove AP equal to CQ. So proof, so taking triangle APB and triangle CQD, we can take these two triangles. So in diagram, first of all triangle APB, so this is triangle APB, and then triangle CQD. We will take these two triangles. In these two triangles, first of all angle APB. So here angle APB, this angle, it is 90 degree, and angle CQD, it is also 90 degree. So these two triangles are equal because they are 90 degree. So we can write here each 90 degree. Now after this, AB equal to CD. So this AB equal to CD. These are opposite sides of parallelogram. Now after this, angle ABP. So see here ABP, this angle equal to angle CDQ, this angle. So these angles are alternate interior angles. So we can write angle ABP equals to angle CDQ. These are alternate interior angles. Now on the basis of this, by ASA, we can say that triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD by ASA, means angle side angle. These two triangles will be congruent. If triangle are congruent, then sides will be equal, so corresponding side will be equal. So in second we can say AP equal to CQ by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So in this way we can complete this question also. So remaining question of this exercise you can try, that is question number 11 and 12. These questions you will try, and in next session we will start our next topic, that is midpoint theorem. And midpoint theorem is also very important theorem. Now so after this you can take your homework. So your homework, you have to do exercise 8.1. So you have to complete this exercise along with all the solved examples and all the theorem of this exercise. After this we will start next chapter or next exercise. So in that, midpoint theorem is also important. So thank you for watching this video.